Brethren, I pray you sing a new song. Sing praise in the assembly of the righteous. Let the saints be joyful in glory. Let the high praise of God be on the mouths of the saints and a two-edged sword in their hands to execute vengeance on the demonic nations and punishments on those peoples, to bind their kings with chains. This honor have all his saints. Praise the Lord. Praise the Lord. Sing to him a new song.
All thy work, but the seventh day is the Sabbath of the Lord thy God. In it thou shalt do not do any work, thou, nor thy son, nor thy daughter, thy maidservant, thy manservant, nor thy cattle, nor thy stranger that is within thy gates.
Right. So we pulled that scripture just to show you that that's a commandment, and our people tend to skip over that. But we got to keep the Sabbath day. It's a rest day for you. It's a day for you to relax. It's a day for you to take a break. Why wouldn't you want to celebrate that?
This is Exodus 35:3.
I'm gonna ask you, if you don't mind, I'm gonna ask you some questions right after we go over this real quick.
It says, ye should not kindle no fire throughout your habitations upon the Sabbath day.
Right, so on the Sabbath day, you don't want to be kindling fire and you starting the barbecue grill and it's already, you don't want to do that, right? You're supposed to have preparation, right? You're supposed to prepare for the Sabbath. You got 6 days to prepare for the Sabbath.
One more thing. This is Isaiah 58:13. If thou turn away thy foot from the Sabbath, from doing thy pleasure on my holy day, and call a Sabbath a delight, the holy of the Lord honorable, and shall honor. And the holy of the Lord honorable, and shall honor him, not doing thy own ways, nor not
doing thy what?
Own ways, nor finding thy own pleasure,
right,
nor speaking thy own words. Then thou shalt delight thyself in the Lord, and I will cause thee to ride upon the high places of the earth, and feed thee with the heritage of Jacob thy father. Right. For the mouth of the Lord has spoken it.
Right. So he pulled this precept to show you that on the Sabbath day, you don't want to do your own thing, right? You don't want to do your own will and your own pleasures, right? You do the Most High's wills and the Most High pleasures on that day. You separate yourself from everything that's going on, and you focus on that. You consecrate that day and you make it holy, right? The word holy means to separate. Right? That's what it means when you go into the Hebrew. It means to separate, right? So that's what we got to do. We got to separate that day, right? And make it special. You got to make it holy. And you rest on that day. It's not like he's telling you, look, you got to do 100 squats and 100 sit-ups. And he's telling you to rest on that day. Take a break. You working a lot. Take a break. Take a day off. That's what Sabbath is. Go ahead, Doctor.
I just want to show her that the first day of the week. So I got it.
All right, so how you doing today, man? You good? Man, I didn't expect you to do a loop and you come talk to us.
Yeah, no, I was listening to you, but I thought y'all was tied in with them. I was going to come back through ahead to check a couple of things and whatnot. I think I talked to y'all when y'all was over there on the other side. I don't know if it was the same group. My relative was with y'all last time.
It might have.
It could have been another.
It could have been another.
They was over there on that strip center that's right on 61st.
No, we wasn't over there, was it? No.
Yeah, last year. It was last year.
Last year? I don't know. No, it wasn't.
It wasn't y'all. Yeah.
So you know about the Israelites then,
yeah,
right?
man. I look at Sicarii on YouTube.
Oh, praise
to them all the time.
Right, so you know what's going on, man.
Yeah, they was, and it's interesting you said about the Sabbath because they was talking about the Sabbath basically revolve around the full moon and whatnot. They was talking about how it's not necessarily always the same day, or you. Right. And it's anticipating the moon. Right. It's how you determine the Sabbath. What was that in reference to? I just called them.
Right.
I really didn't get a good understanding.
Yeah, I believe Sicarii was keeping it how we keep it at first, but then they, translated over to keeping the lunar moon. Now, to make everything make sense and to keep it simple, because I'm not deep. I'm just a regular dude, and I'm trying to serve the Most High the best I can. Right, so I'm gonna get you what it's saying. Colossians 3.
They was basically talking about it's not necessarily always the same, time. It's in relation to, the full moon. And you got to do your research on determining when it's going to be the Sabbath.
Right, definitely. Right, so it's 2:16. That's what I want.
This is Colossians chapter 2 and verse 16.
And before you read that, give me Sirach 2 and 15. think that's what I want. Right, so let me get started.
That's what I was on my way to.
Thanks
Okay,
for listening.
no problem.
What was it? Mulana?
Milan.
Milan. Okay. Sis, hey, man, I appreciate you. If you ever need to get in contact with us or any questions, or you just want to touch, we go over scriptures every night, man. So just call us around 9 p.m. and we be on there teaching the Bible. All right. Well,
thank you.
Stay safe.
Have a nice day.
Shalom, sis. All right, 2 and Slakia. I said 5. All right, so I'm gonna get you a few precepts to show you, 5 and 11, right? I'm on Colossians 2, and we can go into why we keep it the way we do too. But the overall big picture is that you're being sincere and you're trying to do it to the best of your ability. Now, give me that real quick.
This is the book of Sirach, chapter 5 and verse 11.
Right, check this out.
Be swift to hear,
Right.
and let thy life be sincere,
He said, let thy life be sincere.
and with patience give answer.
Right. So the point I wanted to pull that precept out is to let your life be sincere. Right? You're not doing this because everybody else doing it or whatever the case may be. You're doing it because you're trying to serve the Most High the best way you know how. Right? So now I'm going to get you this precept and we're going to make it make sense.
This is Colossians chapter 2 and verse 16.
Right.
Let no man therefore judge you in meat or in drink or in respect of an holy day.
Right.
Or in the new moon or of the Sabbath days.
Right. So whether you keep the new moon on this date or the Sabbath on this date, as long as you letting your life be sincere and you still doing it to the best of your ability, it shouldn't matter because that's what the Bible says.
One
Right.
thing I'm gonna be honest with you, I'm failing on the Sabbath, man. I can't get no good help, man. I'm working on Saturdays and Sundays.
Right.
Man.
That's the main time they calling you, huh?
Yeah. It's like, it's just like, I got a full tree company, so I got to help on that end. I need some help on my lawn career, but yeah, I'm working 7 days a week, man, sun up to sundown, literally.
Man, I could only imagine what kind of work you putting in, man.
Yeah.
Hey, man, but you got to try your best. That's all you can do is
I
be
know,
sincere.
The thing about it is I'm getting to a point where I'm able, I'm close to where I'm able to get a crew. It's just trusting somebody with stuff. But yeah, you're right, man. I need to keep it, man. And no excuses. You're right. Because I've been more or less working on.
Hey man, it was a point where like I had a job like that.
Grinding, man.
Hey, I had a job.
I gotta do it to make my business.
Them brothers will tell you like I had a job like that too, where they making me work 7 days a week.
Yeah, man.
Bro, the money is beautiful.
Yeah.
I was making like $1,000. I wasn't making probably as much as you, but I was making like $1,000, $1,200 a week.
Yes, sir.
But at the end of the day, it's like 7 months, bro. I'm working every single day, bro. I had to let that go for the most I got at the end of the day.
And I am, man. It's work.
It's definitely. It took me 7 months.
Right.
But eventually, I was like, "Hey, to hell with this! I'm missing high holy days, Sabbath.
Man.
I'm missing everything."
So this was when you was in the troop, you was still doing it.
Yeah,
You knew that you was
because
breaking.
it was the only job I had. But at the same time, I was like,
you got to take care of your family.
Yeah.
Man.
"But
Right. Let's get-
Another thing I'm kind of confused on before I forget. No, not all Indian tribes was Israelites. So it's just a Seminole.
When you say Indian, are you saying Native?
Native American.
Right. So what I believe.
Because I've noticed that Sicarii always
Right.
specifies Seminole Indians when they say
Right.
black Mexicans.
Well,
and Seminole Indians.
Sicarii, man, they some definitely scholarly brothers. They definitely putting in that work for the nation. Now, I don't know exactly explicitly what they believe in, but I know we definitely agree that all the native tribes are actually Israel.
Okay,
right?
well, what I'm kind of confused is, the Cherokees took us into captivity. So how can they be?
Well,
It's a curse.
right.
They
So,
took us into captivity. Man.
right. Hey, that's perfectly said. So
Yeah,
in
that's what
Deuteronomy-
confuses me. I'm
Yeah.
like, how can an Israelite take another, tribe into captivity and still be considered?
Hey, check this out. Like the brother said, it's a curse. 2854. Your eye evil towards your brother. Hey, another thing is that's tribalism, because you can look up the definition while I speak real quick. Tribalism, right? And another thing is, even in the Bible, we was fighting against our brothers, right? It was always in-house fighting.
Okay, so the fact that we've been taken into captivity by another one of our brothers don't mean that they're not Israelites either. They just got a judgment coming for that.
Yeah, man, they gotta pay for that.
Okay.
well, they are paying for it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Hey,
the
that's-
Cherokees, I mean, I heard,
that's a good thing.
so many of us, so-called African Americans is talking about, we got Cherokee lineage, so we gonna get this, what's rightfully ours.
Right.
I'm like, man, they took us to captivity and they don't give a damn about us, but they're supposed to be part of, the 12 tribes. So that's why I'm kind of confounded.
Forgive me.
With
There
that.
are some. There's like maybe 1 or 2 tribes that are like they wiped the natives out and they've taken over. The white man actually took over.
Right.
So there's like 1 or 2 tribes.
So they
that's
infiltrate.
actually-
So they say they calling themselves
Yeah, that tribe.
tribe, but they're not really. Yeah.
Right. Like he said, they wiped some tribes. Like have you ever heard of Blackfoot Indians?
Right.
Have you ever heard of Navajo?
Yeah, I've heard of Navajo.
Yeah, but they wiped these tribes
Yeah,
out.
I've talked to some Native American brothers, and they told me, yeah, they was telling me all the tribes that, you know, I'm like,
Hey, and over in Arizona and Utah, they hate the white man. They know what's going on.
So they've been relegated to just reservations.
Because that's the first place where, you know, Esau came in and was pushing them. They pushed all the natives into the middle. That's why Oklahoma is that spot where all the natives are. They pushed them all from the outer skirts all the way into the middle.
That's a good question, man.
Yeah, man. I was just, you know, I said I'm gonna make a trip. I'll just be working so much. I want to go down to Dallas and chop it up with them brothers, man. They all, you know, they like y'all, man. They putting in work, man, and I respect what y'all young brothers is doing. Man.
I appreciate that, man.
I'm in my 50s, man. I really should have, you know, but it's like I respect what y'all doing. Y'all doing it in y'all youth.
Man, we appreciate that. That means a lot coming
y'all
from you.
doing it in y'all youth. That's good, man. Y'all young and strong, and your mind is at its optimal level, you know. So it's like y'all have nothing inhibiting y'all. So I can respect that, man. There's so many things out in the world, you know, that you guys could be doing at y'all age. I was just breaking up a fight over at my mom's house up in Gilcrease Hills, man. Youngsters, they was younger than y'all, man. I literally had to stop what I was doing to break up 20 people, man. It was madness over there. You know, y'all could be partaking in stuff like that, but y'all, you know, buckling down and doing the right thing in the hood, man.
Yeah.
In the hood. So
That's it. Man, right here. Man, we appreciate that, man, because we don't get that. We don't get that coming from older men that be around there at all.